Apparently, guys. So apparently, what's happening at Chelsea is totally fine because they've lifted all the other trophies.
I heard today.
Um,
I heard today that Chelsea didn't buy their success.
That's nonsense.
From a Chelsea fan, I heard that. What about when Arsenal and United were going head to head? What about Liverpool in the 80s? So Chelsea apparently didn't buy their former success. Should I say?
Let's get
Do
the
you know?
show on the road, man.
Do you know
Yeah.
what else I
What?
heard?
What is?
I heard that for 19 years under Roman Abramovich, Chelsea lost £900,000 per week.
It's like work,
Nah.
man.
Guys, welcome to Armchair Gaffers. We
Yeah.
are here with a post-match / Premier League review. We're fresh off the back of yo, what? We just watched the Man City versus
Yeah.
Chelsea game, and I think for me the only surprise was the 1-0 scoreline. You're joined by myself, Ronan Strong, ACG Scorch, Dan the Moon Walker, and SB. Couldn't think of a name. What's going on, guys? We're
Okay.
right.
Yeah, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. This it feels good. Feels like the time that formed us. It was just COVID settings, the shaky internet, my hair's overgrown. Like, yeah, man. Back to the essence, man.
You back
Back
home,
to
baby.
the essence. Pain is the essence. The game is a lesson. Violate us a mistake you've been making.
Hey, guys, did you not know that that's not their beat?
Yeah, that's why I can't get on Spotify.
It's not Dr. Dre.
No,
That's
No.
that's
talking
talking the hardest. But that is on Spotify though.
Mobb Deep.
Ah.
I think Havoc produced. I could
Oh,
be
shout
wrong.
out Havoc, man.
Shout out
Um,
Mike. Yo, shout out Mike P because he's probably in the studio when the original was recorded.
In
In
the
NYC.
deepest, in the depths of flipping Yonkers and that.
In the back blocks of Yonkers.
300 million.
Queens
spent.
get the money. 300 million spent and being 10th is wild. It is. I feel like tonight was probably the realization for Chelsea to know that the good times are over, man. They had it, everything their way for 20 years. Was it a trophy every season and a half? But I think tonight was the rubber stamp that those days are well and truly over. And it's the start of a new reign. It's Todd, it's Potter, it's Hall, it's Hutchinson, it's Gallagher. And I am very much looking forward to how the next 5 to 10 years pan out.
Guys, this stream was meant to be a Premier League roundup, but I can just go on about Chelsea for the longest. I heard that Kalidou Koulibaly is 31, Thiago Silva is 38 now, and Cesare Azpilicueta is 33. I'm sorry, just no. Would you expect? Would you expect?
Is that over 100?
30, yeah, easily,
Yeah.
easily, yeah,
Yeah.
easily. How can your backline have a combined? It's not good enough. And I said this, guys, yeah, when GP Graham Potter first came in and he was winning games and drawing games, I was like, yeah, they're getting the result, but don't let the result fool you because I'm not seeing anything, guys. But like I said, I can go on forever, and I'm not because I'm sure we've all got a lot to say. So I'm gonna hand the mic to someone less angry than me.
Well,
Oh, I can keep going.
I'm
Conor
not angry.
Gallagher.
I'm
Who is
quite
this
happy.
guy? No, I'm happy because
He's an
I don't love
animal. He's
Chelsea.
an animal.
Yeah, I've got no love or care for Chelsea.
Bro.
The
They
way
spent 300 M's. That's
yeah,
Mr. Roman Strong.
the
300
way
M's. S. And they've got a youth. It looked like a FA Youth Cup team they had out there today.
literally.
Yeah. You had Aubameyang got subbed on and subbed off.
Stop that. That's being disingenuous. That's being
Wait,
disingenuous, SB. That's disingenuous. Don't do that because he didn't get subbed on and off. It wasn't like that. Okay, please.
Did he start the game?
SB, stop.
He
You
didn't,
know
did he?
what happened?
Oh, sorry. I thought my eyes was deceiving me when he went
Mhm.
on and off. Like, you know, when you don't usually see that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
I
bro,
think
it's
again
mad.
another rubber stamp that it's kind of over, man. And
Cucurella.
oh,
Sorry, Dan. Dan, sorry.
no, oh,
You know what's mad? Yeah, I thought Cucurella was like. I thought he was decent at Brighton. I thought he was a good buy. I thought, yeah, like 65
yeah,
M's
yeah.
a bit overpriced, but I thought everything's inflated now. Like I can't even get a milk that's not inflated at the
Yes,
moment. So I
you're
thought
right. You're right.
it's
You're
fine.
right.
Can I say
But
something? Yeah.
when I've seen him though, sorry, Jess, yeah.
Go
When
on,
I've seen him, bro, every team I've seen him play against, he's got bun. No matter who he's played against, it could be Forest, Bournemouth, Man City, Bernardo Silva, Manan. It could be anyone, bro. He is getting bun, bro.
He's
It's
struggling.
pathetic. He's struggling.
Yeah, struggling. I thought he was good, but I guess he just looked good in that Brighton team. But with regards to Conor Gallagher, yeah, because again, I thought he was the truth. But the one metric I used to judge a player and how good they are is first of all, when you're not for sale, what rumors are being pushed about. Yeah, okay, that's one thing. Next thing, when you are available, who's coming in for you? Okay, right now, if someone was coming for Conor Gallagher, it will be teams in the bottom half of the table.
Jess, I heard rumors this week of him going back to Crystal Palace.
There we go. There we go. There we go. My point exactly. My point exactly. No one in the top half of the table will be looking at Conor Gallagher. Maybe AC Milan, maybe Juventus, maybe Feyenoord, maybe Vitesse. But this guy lied to me, and I personally want my money back. I'm done again. Sorry, guys. Back to you. I'm angry.
Cucurella, Scorch, your thoughts? £62 million left back. Some people say he's left wing back, plays better in a 5. He's played tonight in a 4. And I guess he struggled a little bit. Bernardo was trying to cook him. But yeah, for the decisive moment, he was found wanting at the back post. How do you view Cucurella's first 5-6 months?
Do you know what Cucurella's becoming? He's becoming the poster boy for why we need to see you play at a higher level or for a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm.
The sample size.
Yeah, because it's gonna. Do you know what he's gonna be? It's gonna be a Cucurella.
Yeah. You don't want that against you.
Because you see, Cucurella, you see what the path you're on. There's many people that have been on that path, Benjani. There's loads. like just as it stands, yeah. Just as it stands, you got to England and landed, so you like England. England's all right. It's not England. Cool. You landed in England. We assume you were good at XGFC.
Scorcher, stop.
And
Scored
now,
against Man United, man.
But do you know what it is? He's bringing the same thing. I think he's bringing the same thing to Chelsea that he was at Brighton with, but it's just a different level. It's a different level. It's a different fan base. The responsibility is different. What the papers write after your performances are different. Like
Scrutiny is everything, man.
you got to put in. You see, for you to get a 9 at Chelsea, it's gonna look like you're 11 at Brighton.
Yeah. It's so different, man. You're going to be on TV 2-3 times a month as opposed to the 1 or 2 if you're lucky.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's the lights are a bit brighter.
Do you know what though? I don't like. It's weird. Like I'm not. How mad Cucurella's thing is for me though. I don't feel like this is like. I don't feel he's a bad player. I just think adjustment or like things like I don't think Chelsea's the ideal situation to be in. He's not with the gaffer he signed to.
Yeah.
I know.
What do you mean? He's with his old one.
I know, but we just.
He's with the one that made him.
Got him the job.
Guys, Dunk is the centre back at Brighton, right?
Yeah.
Who was his partner last season?
Webster.
Oh yeah, there's Webster.
Duffy was getting minutes, but he come back off loan, no?
And then Duffy, bust out.
Because the thing is, yeah, see me, whenever I judge fullbacks, I always look at like who's playing centre back with them because that allows them, that gives them the freedom. Because there's nothing worse than being a centre back and having a terrible goalkeeper behind you gives you no confidence. You know that you've
Mm.
got to be perfect. And I think the same sometimes applies to fullbacks, knowing that cool, when I get the ball, I've got to be extra careful with it. I can't really take a risk because my centre halves can't really do the job. And let's be honest, Kalidou Koulibaly, yeah, is I won't say he's a shadow of his former self, but the truth is, from me personally, I never saw him play really. Okay, in my time, yeah, I've watched maybe 10 Napoli games. Okay, these are just the facts, guys.
Highlights as well.
Highlights. I'm not going to pretend I've seen the man play. I've
Not
heard
even
his
90
name
minutes.
a million times more than I've heard him play. So, what I've seen of Kalidou Koulibaly in the Premier League, I've not been impressed. Okay, I've not been impressed at all. Thiago Silva, you know, he's a good player. He's a very good player, experienced player.
He's unreal, man.
He is, man.
Yeah.
He's just old.
Thiago
He's
Silva
just old.
is a great of the game.
He's there. I think he's their best player as well.
But he has his limitations. I think he does a lot for us to not see them. But I don't think Cucurella is confident in his centre backs, and that's the reason why we're not seeing the best of him just yet. If he was playing with centre back pairing,
No, Jess.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
Crap.
SB,
He's crap.
I'm trying to make it make
bought for
sense.
65 million, and you're worrying about what centre back you're next to. Bro,
I'm trying to make it make sense.
Stop getting bun in it.
Should be ready made.
He's supposed to make the centre back better for 65.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop getting
Just trying to
bun,
make it
bro.
make sense. I want to defend the man. He's not here to defend himself, so that's why I step in.
Where else do you think it went wrong for Chelsea? Midfield, I think Zakaria was good and he's looked decent, I think, in the few games he's had for Chelsea. I don't think they'll be cancelling his loan anymore like they were proposing to do. I thought Kovacic was good as well. But
He's always good.
They were missing Mount. They were missing Mount tonight.
Oh,
Should
yeah, he's injured.
Chelsea miss Mount? Or?
I walk. Sorry to cut you right there. And this is the scariness.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a space here where we're calling that Zakaria performance for Chelsea good. Chelsea, Lampard, fucking Balak, like
Essien, Makalele.
These are like. Can you see where we're going here? If I said to you, Zakaria and Lallana, Caicedo, that feels more in the right section.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Caicedo and Wepu, you know.
They're in a new place now, man. I think, and that is a sign of it, that it looks different. They signed, was it Badiashile today for 7.5 years? It's got a different feel to it, man. It's not the Shevchenko type buy. And I think, as I said, it's just a new day. Like
even like when I look at that team, yeah, man are saying that like these are good performances because they're not bad performances.
I think Zakaria was good on any level. I think up against that Man City team as well. I think he dominated. He was on the ball more than certain people's greatest of all time midfielders.
No, if you're saying if your argument is there were people worse than him, then I hear you. But I'm struggling to see anything above a 6 out of 10.
I would say with minimal minutes against that opposition in the current form of Chelsea, I think that was a good Zakaria performance.
Hey, question, guys.
On that, but I'm saying, see today in the game that they lost.
Yeah.
I can't see.
No,
above a 2.5. I can't really.
It's fairly low.
Guys, question, yeah? When in your memories have Chelsea Football Club played good football as a collective, as a unit?
There was Angelotti.
There was a little small window, yeah? Do you not remember when
against Scotia Arsenal's window? Yep.
There was a little window. Do you remember when they had the roaming number 10s?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
When? Under who?
Oscar
you don't remember Angelotti? You don't remember Angelotti?
Ramirez. Who did Ramirez play with?
Everyone.
There was the other guy as well with all the tattoos.
Morelli.
Yeah,
That wasn't good football.
was that good football?
No,
No?
that's when they won the Champions League that time.
No, I thought that was I think pre early Mourinho, Robben on one side, Duff the other side, Joe Cole, Drogba up top. I thought that was decent football. A little bit of Lampard, Makalele helping out. I thought that was good. I'd say Ancelotti's team was good as well.
Yeah, don't you remember Drogba scoring mental goals that season?
Yeah,
Sorry, Scott.
Ancelotti is
Yeah.
What about this by Black Panther? Mata, Oscar, Hazard. Was that a team that played ball?
That's the Roman 10s that I said.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
That's when Mata won the Player of the Season award at
He won it
Chelsea
three-
and then
he
got
won it
sold
three
to Man United.
times. Yeah. All
Cold.
right, guys.
Forget
Before we
Chelsea
wrap
anyway
up
now.
on Chelsea and Man City.
What about Man City?
Okay, before we wrap up on the Chelsea part, just a few comments here. I'll run through them. 300 million spent and being 10th is wild. It's a bit wild, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
TK Martin said Todd throwing his money at any player that hits the headlines.
Just trying to get Mudryk. They need
Trying
something.
to do everything. Wagwan, Isaac LeVay.
Sorry, can I
Alex
stop you there,
Bitch.
Jess? Yes, can I ask
Yeah,
you
go on.
Does Mikhailo Mudryk fix this?
No,
He helps
definitely
it.
not.
He will help it.
Not alone though. Yeah, it's gonna.
We
take
say
a
he
bit.
will help it.
Yeah, like Pulisic. Did you see Pulisic for the 15 minutes that he was on? They got Ziyech, like they're
Cameo.
bleeding.
Guys, let's not do that. Who was the first one? Like, let's not say like Pulisic. Sterling was the first to come off, no?
First to go.
Injured.
Hammy.
That's the goal, the hammy.
Do you know what was interesting? So he went down because he done his hammy, and then he was like up testing his hammy, like running around. And I thought
Sack it off.
that's
Killing yourself.
a new thing.
Yeah, you're killing yourself.
Guys,
Yeah.
we are going to leave the Chelsea talk there because we'll be here all night if we stay
No,
here.
sorry, I got
Yeah.
one more thing. Sorry, last. I can't do this,
Scorch
yeah?
having one more thing? No way.
No, I'm sorry, but see when they come over, yeah, when they walk over. I said this, I messaged this to SB. You know when they walk over before the game and they talk, they got a little desk and they stand. Yeah, my mum was like, "Oh, who's that? Who's that?" Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's Chelsea's manager." Oh, who's that? Did he used to be somewhere else? Yeah, he used to be Brighton's manager. Oh, okay.
What's the sense?
He looks. He kind of is seeming like an interim manager. That's what she said to me.
Giving those vibes, man.
He was looking at the floor on Sky Sports News, holding a microphone.
I have
Well,
so
people are-
much. I have so much to say on Graham Potter, but
That's
now's
the
not the time.
Chelsea manager, man. And
Yeah.
I like you, Graham Potter. If you're listening, I will take you at Spurs at some point. You're a good guy, bro. We got Spence and Skip.
Thank you, Scorcher. Guys, let's move on. Sorry about the comments. I can't address every single comment. I want to get on to Man City. Okay, go on, SB.
About Man City, yeah.
Yeah, we're on Man City now.
City aren't Citying at this moment in time, are they?
Say it one more time, please, SB.
City ain't really Citying
City
right now.
ain't citying. They are not
No.
city slickers. These are facts.
No, they look pedestrian when they're playing at the moment. Like very pedestrian. I don't know. Like when I watch Arsenal, it seems more fluid.
Yeah, it's like something's
With City,
missing.
I don't know what it is as well. I keep thinking that they're just chilling and they're just waiting to get into second and third gear. But
Something's
I don't know.
missing, guys. What is missing? Oh my gosh,
Sterling.
no. Okay, there are things missing. I just realized.
Arteta.
Yeah, that might be it. Who knows?
That's like 3 years.
Can I say? You know,
Yeah, Zinchenko and Jesus.
no, guys. In all seriousness, maybe it's not what's missing, but what's there now that wasn't there. Where's my camera? That wasn't there before.
Oh, was it Mr. Zero Touches? Doesn't get involved in build-up play, not really taking it down and controlling the ball, but scoring 20
Wait,
goals
Wolf?
this season. But yeah, he didn't score today.
Wolf, can I just ask you something? Yeah.
Mhm.
So they say Harry Kane is so sick, man, because of the way he drops off and he links the play.
Yeah.
Striker, and he does so much for the team, and he's got 15 goals in 18 Premier League games this season, yeah. And then when he's at the top of the pitch, occupying the centre halves, not getting any touches of the ball, they say Harry Kane's gonna want to leave. Conte system, Jose system. They say all of this, and then I was watching today, yeah, and it's like 20-something minutes in, maybe 30 minutes in. Haaland 0 touches. They had a little graphic on this. Haaland 0 touches, and they said, "Oh man, you just know."
Yeah. He doesn't get involved in build up, and usually it's 0 touches in the box. That was 0 touches.
And I'm not. I don't really like that.
Scorch. It's about agendas and whether you're like your name's hot. Is who you're rolling with cool? Do they have a little bit of clout? That's what it is. Are you in a good moment? And
but
Spurs,
15 and 18.
15 18 is bonkers. But then if you look at the wider thing, it's Conte. It's Conte's mixtapes trying to get at Levy. It's Spurs going behind 10 games on a trot, conceding 7 games on a trot. It's all that stuff like. But then Haaland, it's no touches, might score the winner. It's no touches, I might score a hat-trick. It's no touch, I'll score 3 hat-tricks at home. So it's about who you roll with. And I've said this for time, like punditry and that stuff. It's kind of political, man. If your crew's hot, you're hot. But yeah, watching Haaland today, I'll be honest, kind of sickening, like quite shit.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not gonna like. Do you remember when I was saying like he's not like he's got all of the striker target man stuff, even number 9ish. Like he's got all of that to learn. He's a sick finisher, sick movement. He's like a fucking beast.
Yeah,
but like some of like his play is shit.
Yeah, boggy, man, bit boggy. But then he did have that half chance where he took it and just kind of lashed it outside of the boot, like him up against Koulibaly, and I was like, oh, that's why you're just a scorpion. Like it's just like you're just a killer. But
yeah, like that's what you know what it is. He's
all round. It's not great to watch.
But he's that though. I think that's his lane, isn't it? He's a killer.
And he probably doesn't really care about build up and that stuff. What do you think about Foden up against Azpilicueta? No joy. 60 minutes.
Tell them, yes.
Nah, tell them, man.
We have different views on Foden and on Azpilicueta.
Those are...
Well, my views on Azpilicueta, he's taken the mantle from the previous boss, which was Branislav Ivanovic. These are real men's football players. That was my guy. You know, there's every so often I have a new player who I just admire.
He's exceptional men's. I'm trying to okay.
Yeah, no. Azpilicueta, he'll give you exactly what you need. Like he's a man. He doesn't drop below 90%. He tries as hard as he can every single time. And so I'm not going to just fold on getting no change out of Azpilicueta. He's no mug. The man was chosen by Luis Enrique to go and represent España at the World Cup. I respect Enrique. So if Enrique respects Azpilicueta, I respect Azpilicueta. Simple as that. I'm not going to throw shade on Foden for getting no change out of him. Those are my views. I'm not a Chelsea fan.
Are shot. I think a young, fresh Phil Foden who seems to have been rested for the big games. He'll be disappointed that he was up against 30, however old.
33-year-old Azpilicueta has spent more minutes on the pitch in high-level matches than most players have spent on the training ground.
Yeah, and that's fair. I've seen him roasted. I've seen his legs die on him. Like I just expected more from Phil Foden, who stepped in to replace Grealish, who doesn't play in the big games or start the big games. And then Grealish came on 3 minutes and contributed. Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dan. Because I always say that Foden is overrated. Not overrated. That I think he's England's best player at any age. But bro, he is overrated. I've seen him go missing in games like this all the time, and it's like, where's Foden? I didn't even know he was playing at first, bro. He's playing 30. How old did you say Azpilicueta was?
Sorry, I was reading these comments and laughing.
Crazy.
Sorry,
Didn't take it once, but go on, yes.
No, just this comment from the best RC. Enrique also continued to pick that terrible Spanish GK.
He knows Unai Simon. Jesus Christ.
Poor guy.
I can't argue with facts.
But yeah,
sorry,
Grealish is definitely going to be the guy that starts now in big games. The Foden.
I think it's interesting to see. City got a few big games coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Question
we'll see
on the screen, guys, from Zam L. I think Zam L's from Canada. Is he one of our Canadian friends?
God, hey, Jess, I was thinking about this today. I was thinking to myself, if they got Kane instead of Haaland, I think they play 10 times better football. But this is the thing, though. I actually think Kane still scores bare goals.
Yeah. He was gonna score
I'm gonna be honest
100
with you.
goals if he done that move.
I'll be
in the
with you. The
summer
way I
anyway.
feel about Harry Kane right now, I think him at Man City, it will be like a match made in heaven.
But it's like Kevin
Because-
Durant joining the flipping the Golden State. Like, it's a cheat.
Is that what's happened?
No, that's what would have happened.
Oh,
if
okay.
he went Man City.
Yeah, because the thing is, I don't believe City need a number 9. When I say City, I mean Guardiola. He's drilled his team to not need that focal point up there. So I think Harry Kane dropping in, overloading that midfield with your Bernardo Silvas and your Gundogan's doing this just vibrating. Literally, this is what they're doing.
Got better passing than Haaland, then it would allow KDB to even get further forward. I thought he was anonymous tonight as well. People say I'm usually like bare harsh. But again, he's playing out, and people want to judge him as like the best centre mid ever. If we look at his like average touch map, it's that of what inside right attacker. It needs to be
quickly, Dan.
Analyzed.
Quickly before we go on, just to let anyone new in the chat know that we've only spoken about Chelsea and Man City so far. I know we've been going for nearly half an hour, but we've only covered Chelsea and now Man City. So
and like and subscribe.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
No.
Hey guys, let's give them a minute to subscribe. So let me remove everyone from the stream. This is your time to subscribe. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. Hope you guys subscribed and liked. Yeah.
Sorry, before you lot go on. Shout out Zam L. I've been saying the same thing, mate. What's happened to Cancelo? Man said since the World Cup. Nah, me and Jess been talking about it from before the World Cup. And also, there was somebody else that said somebody asked me something that was good. Where is it?
Yeah, I can see the chat as well.
Sorry, guys. There's a lot of so pony.
Oh no. Sorry, there's somebody asking about Lopetegui. What do I think of Lopetegui being Wolves manager? And I just think it's sick. I thought, the Premier League is absolute hell because I was watching Lopetegui versus Emery midweek, just drawing Wolves, Aston Villa. There are bare difficult games this season.
Top level managers, man.
Oh, Nathan, we ready to admit Foden is the biggest hype job since Ross Barkley?
My guy, Nathan.
Oh no, stop that! Because I saw Ross Barkley score a worldie this week.
That's it.
But no, he's
Harry Kane will work anywhere, D-Wang, man.
D-Wang, I haven't seen you before in the chat. If you're new to Armchair Gaffers, welcome to Armchair Gaffers and subscribe. We need your subscriptions. It feeds the matrix. Conor Gallagher over Mount. Whoa, no way.
That Conor Gallagher cameo, I know what it is. It gets fans going. It gets people excited.
Not
tactically,
what is that?
It's so weird to watch. It's like when Robinson at Liverpool does it. Sometimes if they're trailing, he does the thing. He chases it out to the opposing right mid. They pass it back to the right back. He runs. They go to the keeper. He runs. It goes to the left back and he runs. And it gets the crowd going. And it looks like you're really doing something. But if you think about it, it is somewhat headless chicken stuff.
These times there's a massive hole. There's a massive hole in the pitch, and now
he's left behind. No one's gone with you.
One of the centre mids is doing that. And listen to this now. You see the forwards as well. If they don't go with you, you're going to turn around and go.
You're going to coat them off. Yeah, that thing. You know what you're doing. But it looks good and people like it. But it doesn't really change results for me. So yeah, I'm still Mount over Conor Gal.
Arsenal, Newcastle?
No, I've got one. I'm doing the banner right now.
Good.
Slap for these
guys.
comments, man.
So Thank you for the comments so far. Sorry we can't go through all of them, but we are trying to get out of here in a reasonable hour. The next topic we are going to talk about is this.
It's very funny. When the pressure is too much,
Why have you disappeared as well?
drag someone in. When the pressure becomes too much for your team, drag another team into it and put that hex on them.
Hold on, Dan.
No, wait. Do you
Hold
want to know the joke? Do you want to know the joke? Don't do that, Dan. And
Yeah, Dan, what are you talking about, brother?
SB, you sip your drink and you don't laugh because you know why.
You've heard
You know
something.
exactly why. Because me and him was in a group chat where Manchester United supporters were saying,
You said it's getting jumpy
Listen,
over there.
yeah, we just wanted Chelsea to win, obviously, because Man City is above us at this moment in time. So you have to look above and not down below. So we're just looking up right
Guys,
now.
And
I would very much
humility.
I'd very much
crazy.
like to speak because before I speak, let me just get my facts right. Yeah, Man United were a point behind Man City going into tonight's fixtures. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You are currently in where in the Premier League?
I believe it's fourth. Yeah, fourth.
You're
was it
fourth in the
5
Premier
points
League,
ahead
yeah.
of third?
This we'll talk about who you're ahead of, yeah. This is what who you're behind, yeah. You're 4 points behind Man City.
Yep.
You won the title race. Look for the sheer number of games that are left in the season. You're only 9 points behind Arsenal. For the sheer number of games we have left in the season, Manchester United have to be regarded as being in the title race. The way you've been playing under Ten Hag, yeah. Pardon me.
Where does it stop? So Spurs are 11 points. So we're gonna bring them in, or
So
is 10
I'm taking into account the number of points behind you are and your trajectory. Okay.
Fair.
It's just not just a points thing. It's about where you're going these past 5 games and what we can see you doing. Okay. I don't care about who you've beat because you have to beat whoever's in front of you. Okay. Call me whatever you want to call me, but Manchester United, regardless of who they've beat, are on an upward trend right now, and they have to be regarded as being in the title race. As simple as that. SB.
You remember I used to get a lot of United slander earlier in the season on the pod when I used to say, oh, we played all the hard teams and everything. And everyone used to be like, so what, basically? I used to say, look, we've played 10 games. We've played the top 8. Like, give us a break. And we're still local. Everyone's like, But now we've played the rubbish teams and we beat the rubbish teams now. Look where we are now. We're not far off. I think after we play Arsenal, we got Arsenal coming up. And we have City. We have City and then we have Arsenal. And then I think after them 2 games is where
I think if we get
talk
4 points out of that, and I would happily say, you can take us seriously as it stands. I probably think we're the level just below the title race. Probably most improved, 100%. Looks like there's stability. Yeah, Rashford's confident. Casemiro's balling out. Varane isn't injured. Maguire's getting his minutes off the bench, so we can kind of show that he is useful to future suitors, whoever that may be. But yeah, I think the next 2 games decide whether or not, and will show us how far we've come. I guess Arsenal, we had that tussle with them at Old Trafford, won, but I think Arsenal fans seem to think that they should have taken something from that game. So that was a tough game.
How they Arsenal fans like to complain.
So I think these are the two big tests, and I think after those games, I'll let you know whether or not we are in a cast iron title race or if we're just the best of the rest.
Fresh news. Sorry, Sancho's back in training.
Yeah. I see him at Carrington. He's now back, so I think mentally he's back, and probably halfway physically. That's like a good addition to have to the squad. If everything is cleared up off the pitch.
Yes.
I really dislike Dan and SB together. My problem with Dan is that he says wild things, but he says them well. And if you're not careful, you might think that what he's saying is true. You're an absolute
charlatan.
Not charlatan, mercenary, terrorist, all of those kind of words there. Just flicking through some comments here. I can't hate SB because everyone knows SB is a lunatic. Yeah, we see him for what he is. But Dan, you hide beneath this veil of well-spokenness, and I don't buy it.
Not a veil.
I'm never gonna buy it. You've been bleeding since the beginning of the season with some of your shouts, Dan, and you will not pull the wool over my eyes. Manchester United. Oh, talking about Manchester. You know when Robinho signed for City, he genuinely didn't know that there were two teams in Manchester. Yeah, genuinely didn't know that.
There's a lot.
As I
That's
was
not long
saying,
ago.
yeah, Manchester United, Manchester as a whole are in the title race, guys. Let us attack some of these comments. Oh, I just saw one. Someone said about a single pivot. Who are you choosing, Partey or Casemiro? It's a no-brainer. Casemiro it's a no-brainer. As good as Partey is.
Wait, sorry. Can we just all get on the same page here? Like, we can stop talking about DMs and stuff. And Casemiro is the best today.
He's the best.
There's not a convo. There's no other. Like, do you remember when sick people were saying 80 million for Calvin Phillips and 150 million for Declan. No, it was 100 million, then 120 million, then 150 million for Declan Rice. Then Casemiro came here for 60, and man said, "Raw, look at Man United paying for old, tired players that are past it, big money." Well, that would suggest to me that people like on Sky Sports saying, "Oh, raw, he's a steady Eddie," blah blah blah.
Shocking.
Well, now we're here, and he cost 60 million. Yeah. What are these other guys worth? Because he's better than all of them.
He's resetting the market finally.
If Casemiro is 60 M's, yeah,
reset the market, yeah,
stepping down to be a big dog in a smaller pond, how much are these men worth? I don't really care. I don't care that you can play for a longer period of time at a lower ceiling. Who cares if Casemiro can do this for 6 years if he can give you 2 really hot ones and 1 calm one out the door? Or 3?
Guys, I'm going to say that I think Casemiro's value is invaluable. He's such an asset. I, as an Arsenal fan, would prefer Casemiro over Partey. However, the drop off in quality isn't that steep.
No. It's the men's. It's the men's that's in Casemiro, which is the difference. He's men's.
Just me, I'll be honest. We'll fall out.
Squash, you've got no credit with me because you tried to convince me that Brian Hill was a good player.
No? All right, we're gonna get to him though. We're gonna get to him.
We're gonna get there, but Squash, you've got no credit in the Royal Bank of Jesse. Yeah, 0. In the People's Republican Bank of Wrong and Strong, yeah, you've got an unauthorized overdraft.
No, but man can't be. Listen. Man can't be comparing Partey.
No, we have to compare them because they play similar role. Hold on, so let me finish. Yeah, based on the role they play. Yeah, we have to compare. Based on the role they play, we have to compare them because they play a similar role. Okay. However, I've been observing Casemiro, Carlos, for many a year now, and there are very few players in the world who give you what he gives you. Okay. Now, if I was the manager of whatever club FC, and Casemiro was my starting centre mid, he got injured, and I had to replace him with Partey, I wouldn't be so upset because the drop in quality isn't that steep. Okay. Casemiro is better. Okay. If Casemiro's a 10, Partey is a 9. That's what I'm saying.
Next comment. Any more?
We've got loads of comments. Hearing Rashford the best left wing as it stands. We're saying about that.
What was that, sorry?
Hearing that Rashford is the best left wing as it stands.
He's in form. He's in good form. I'm not gonna jump out the window. But I like it. It's good that he's in some people's conversations again because it was dark, very dark for a while. And yeah, man, I feel like Rashford's someone who people want to see do well, and he's doing that. Apart from when he's posting his picture.
Sorry, Ari Gold Boss. Partey doesn't play single pivot. Zaka's holding. Nope, that's not true at all. Partey plays single pivot, my friend. I'm sorry, but Xhaka plays a lot.
now.
Yeah. Now Xhaka does not hold his hand. So are you new as well, Ivy Gold Boss? If you are new, welcome to Armchair Gaffers. This is the place where anything goes.
Guys, I'm not gonna cap to you lot. I got
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Thank you for the comments, guys. We are
Arteta
moving
needs
on
to
to Arsenal.
chill the hell out. That's what he needs to do.
It's getting
How
a
do you
bit
feel about?
excited for
How
a
do you
top four
feel?
race. It's a
Yeah,
bit.
how do you feel, Hesse, about
Yeah.
Arteta running up and down the pitch like this is the title decider in May? Like, what's wrong with him?
The reason why Arteta is a winner and you USB are a loser.
It's not about
and
winner because
let me
he never
speak.
won. He never even won at Arsenal. What did he win at Arsenal? When FA Cup?
Let me speak. It's a mentality thing. The reason why Arteta is a winner, okay, and
I'm
you
gonna
are
tell
a
you why,
loser,
but go on.
SB, okay,
I'm gonna tell you.
is
I'm gonna tell
because
you.
you just said he's treating like a title decider in January or whatever, yeah? Okay,
not.
every 3 points counts, SB. At the end of the
Listen,
season,
you
let
don't
me
see
speak.
Pep. You don't see
Let me
Pep running up and
speak.
down the line
You footballing
against
terrorists,
Everton.
okay? Yeah, let me speak, you footballing terrorists. Come May, no one's gonna say, oh, these 3 points that you won against Fulham, where they had 9 men, they don't count, so we're not gonna. No, okay. All that matters is the 3 points. It doesn't matter when or where you got them. 3 points are all that matters, and that's what he understands. And secondly,
Jess, he lost you the points, mate. Him going crazy like a
how?
lunatic. Him going crazy like a lunatic.
How did
Went
you lose
onto
the
the
points?
it went
SB,
onto the pitch. It went onto
SB,
the pitch, and then you
you've
guys was
played
playing
football.
poor.
I've
If
played
you lot was
football. Dan,
calm,
you've played, yeah.
if you was
You don't
calm,
care what's happening outside of where you are.
your young
The
boys
players don't
do. That's
respond
their
to that.
daddy. That's their daddy. Of course they
Oh,
do.
you're just saying
They
things
listen
for
to
the hell
whatever
of
they
saying things,
say.
SB.
I'm not, bro.
You are
Everyone
a
is saying the
footballing
same thing,
terrorist.
bro. You lot was out of control yesterday due to your manager.
Can I ask though, Jess? You said like in May, yeah. What happened last May?
We crumbled.
Dismay.
That's what I'm saying.
It was dismay. Absolute dismay is what happened with Spurs.
What are we predicting this one?
I've already told you guys what was happening to Arsenal
mayhem.
this year.
Mayhem.
Because very early, Arteta's got another 18 games to play, and he seems to be feeling things.
It's too
I've
soon
seen
for
Jose
this.
Mourinho top of the league right at this point at Spurs, and then he didn't play the League Cup final.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not going to react to one game against the third best team in the league.
And I think it's overblown as well. Like, yeah, loads of managers run up and down. All the best. Pep's done
As it stands right now, Newcastle are the third best team in the Premier League.
Talk. You're biting. Let that Wolves talk.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm saying. I think it probably did deserve a little bit of scrutiny because it was like a bit weird. But yeah, all the top managers do it now. That's what it probably wants to be. But it's a bit too soon, to be doing it for a draw at home in January. It's not. I don't know. It doesn't show that everything's under control. It seems that the pressure, and it gets to people, and it got to Arsenal last year. I'm starting to doubt if they can deal with these pressure situations, man.
Can I ask you lot? You see, like when Eddie Howe and Arteta was like they were having a little. Didn't you lot feel like there was like an unspoken conversation they had? Like, yo, listen, you know what I'm doing right now, and then the other one's like, you know what I'm doing right now. You know they got the cameras on us right now. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna do that, but neither of us gonna get a yellow.
No.
Because you know what? You see how the Tuchel and Conte thing went, but this is our time now, bro. It's Newcastle, Arsenal time, bro. Not that shit. Yeah, that's what I felt like they were saying, man. It was jumping through the screen.
That's what's funny though. You got Eddie Howe that's just come from relegate, just like saving Newcastle the other day. They're in third place. You don't see him running up and down the line like
everyone's
a lunatic.
Different, yeah.
He's like what? Newcastle. Newcastle's in the promised
please.
land right now, bro. You don't see Eddie Howe jumping up and down. You think Eddie Howe thought he was going to be third place in January at the start of the season?
Yeah, we're grown ups here. We don't do what we do based on what other people do. Okay, it's
if
like
he,
when we're kids, our parents say, if all your
continues,
friends are jumping off a bridge, will you do it? No. Okay, that's
if
not how we live our lives.
continues that stupidity, bro, he's going to make them young boys crumble like they crumbled last year, bro. And it's facts. It is facts. And he doesn't even need to because you're ahead. So and you're playing good football. So just continue what you're doing. You don't need to be jumping up and down like a lunatic, mate. It's all right, mate. It's January. Keep your cool. You're ahead.
What did you not think of Newcastle's approach? Like the Joe Linton, Dan Burn attacking young Saka and almost, I guess, nullifying him. Some people were saying they were wasting time from 10 minutes in. Is that what a Newcastle should be doing, or we call it the shithousery?
I'm so with it, man. I think Dan Burn is so my guy.
Needs that England call up, I think.
Are we there? Dan Burn is absolutely sick.
How?
The guy has been playing left wing back at Brighton and he's playing left back at Newcastle.
And he's 8 foot.
He doesn't play centre back. What is going on here?
How do you want to live England? Who's going to hold the bench?
We ain't got no left backs. It's only Shaw.
Yeah, and Trippier, who fills in on a Swiss Army knife thing.
And then Chilwell when he gets back from injury. So who's he going to replace?
Wait, I say some real shit today, yeah? They were like, if we can get Kante, Chilwell, and James out, second half of the season, we'll be up. And I was thinking, what odds do you get on that at the bookie?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'd give Potter is there are some big names missing, but he's still not getting enough out of what he's got to hand.
Yeah.
You guys have let me down today.
What? Because we ain't giving you the Arsenal love, yeah? Is that why we're not thinking?
Keeping fucking Miss B. I know you was
and the ref wasn't bad. The ref, listen, yeah. You know, this is what I mean about Arsenal being babies. Yeah. Did you see Gabriel? Gabriel even retweeted his challenge when he got pulled by the shirt. Like, could you imagine every footballer retweeting when a decision went against them, bro? On Twitter?
Out of all of them, do you know why that one was the worst? Because that was given for a foul on Saka where Joe Linton actually won the ball.
He got the ball. Yeah, so what happened? Did you Arsenal fans forget the 2 minutes before when you got the foul, which weren't a foul? Cool. But yeah, the ref was mad and I'll tell cool.
Top four races just looking spicy, man. Love it. It's very, very entertaining.
Was it a pen?
It was a pen, but was it a free kick?
Yeah.
I'm just going by the comment. I don't care. All I know is that we
oh my God, Black Jesus just said Gallagher's on McTominay things.
Yeah.
A lot of gritting teeth and grunting.
Shout out my Donny van der Beek, man, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing.
Oh, that knee injury, man. So bad. So bad. Not good at all. Chelsea missed out on thing, by the way, Enzo Fernandez.
What do you mean?
It's a Heron Venom thing.
It's not happening.
He's got a head there, man. He's gonna go there for 18 months.
Go there
alone, make it permanent, and then when he's about 31, back at Ajax.
Guys, I'm starting to believe that there's money laundering in football. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a. Sorry, we know there is. I'm starting to believe that there's another. No, not even Morata. So you can't just like go from South America. Yeah. Sorry, you can't go from South America and then zoom, come to England. Yeah, where all the money is. They make you go from South America to Europe, where it's easier, and then from there you can come to England. Yeah. Now, would I be crazy for saying that because they know that the money is in the Premier League? Okay. We have to kind of even the odds and let these other leagues get some money. So what you do first, you go to PSV or you go to Benfica or you go to wherever, and then one of the big guys from the Premier League can then buy you. So that's how we keep the money spread around all the leagues. I don't think it's that crazy. Because why can't they just come to England?
I do, because they don't care about the other leagues, Jess.
Who's to stay?
England.
England. No. So I'm saying, it's England haven't made this rule. It's like an EU rule. So they've done it.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because why can't you just come from Sao Paulo?
No.
Chelsea are trying to do that right now while they're just buying every 16.
Yeah, they got young from Vasco da Gama, isn't it?
Brighton do it.
It's changed recently.
They just changed the ruling recently. So they used to make it to where, like, coming from like foreign players or whatever, you might have needed to play
points.
Your league,
your points.
For the national team. But why couldn't you just come? Pardon me?
You got to take in if we don't really like. You got to. There's footballers like Adriano out there, like Quincy Promise. We got to make sure we know we're signing a footballer.
Yeah, there's risk, man. There's risk, and you can let them build in Eredivisie or out at Shakhtar or somewhere in Russia.
Or you could
and then
Yeah,
just
so I'm
build
saying,
them.
so
back
the,
people
the,
like Forest.
the best
Look at
I've
the
seen is that
look at
now
the
they moved
comment.
to smaller countries in Europe because it's easy to get passports. Belgium's like 3 years. I thought you play FM just. What I'm saying is, I know they do this, yeah, but why is it so hard to come here? Why have they made it difficult to come to UK?
Because it's England, bro.
Yeah, under
Look how-
stipulations to get in. Yeah, and also a lot of Brazilians go to these European countries and still have the Brazilian passports, I believe.
I think
Yeah. It's a
also though,
visa.
I think it's twofold though, because as much as like London is super cosmopolitan, in reality, I feel like coming from maybe it's a bit different in, like, say, London, but I feel like, you know, it might be a lot easier for a Brazilian or a Uruguayan.
So
or
what's happened, Scorch?
Colombian.
Yeah. So recently, the point system has favored Brazilians. Okay, because their league and their country national team get more points. So like other like Ecuadorians, Peruvians, there's shit anyway. And then people, it's hard. Okay, name me 5 good Peruvians.
Spurs.
SP,
Spurs.
okay, go on.
Go on, Jess.
SP said Spurs.
Okay.
Go on, SP.
Spurs. Are we not going to talk about Spurs?
Yeah, go on. You said it.
Oh, I wanted to talk about Spurs. Or Spurs back? You don't think Spurs are back?
I
No.
was saying something else, but go on.
No.
You can lead on Spurs.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. It's fine.
Let's bring it together. Jess, do you want to finish your train of thought before we move on to Spurs?
I've lost my train of thought.
Okay. I don't know.
Harry Kane's got 15 goals in 18 games in the Premier League. Let's talk about that.
Strike rate is crazy. The second goal for me in the Prem, I don't know if there are many players who can replicate that touch bang across the keeper. The angle's kind of dumb. Who else would shoot from there? I think it's a sign that his game might have changed, but he's still somewhat of an absolute killer in and around the box, man. Mad finish.
So what finish was given, Walks?
Mm.
It was given snooker.
Yes.
Ronnie South.
Like not snooker, sorry, not snooker. You know, like when they play like the swagger one, like
The
Billy.
silly, yeah.
Like,
He's
it
doing
was very-
style and fashion, yeah.
He took the technical approach to everything.
Like
It was
Crystal
bim, bim.
Palace didn't even know what was going on. Like
Wait,
probably
wait.
knew it, didn't it?
They said he didn't even look at the goal. Like he just literally controlled it.
No, he was looking at the market on the floor.
Wicked finish. Gahey as well. Sorry, Mark Gahey for the third goal.
Gil.
Oh, Brian Gill. Jess.
Brian.
Listen, I'm not going to take this one goal from Brian Hill after all this time as a vindication.
He got an assist. He
He's an
reversed
assist,
in between the two players in the box, and Kane scored that goal that we're talking about.
Yeah, like, cool. Keep it up. Do it again and again and again. Because the hype Scorch gave me, yeah, this guy needs to win the Super Ballon d'Or before I believe he's the truth.
Nah, he was a highly rated prospect, man. It was fucked, man. How it's worked out for him.
I don't care about prospects.
No, that's why he would have been highly rated by Scorch.
I just said I like him. He's a liar. It's okay though.
Oh, you said he's a liar. Oh, then we're back now. We're back.
Get on it.
We're back. I just need accountability. That's all.
I do think though. Do you know what's annoying? Yeah, when I was looking at Gil the other day against Palace, yeah, I was thinking. I think if Conte had given him minutes here or there where he could, yeah, in his time so far, I think by now he might actually be ready to help out.
Could have contributed more, yeah, in the long term.
And I don't mean like against Man City and Chelsea but against Fulham.
A little game at home where you're 1-2-0 up. Yeah.
You just got a result. You just trounced. Crystal Palace
away from home.
So that tells me that you're probably ready to play like.
Could be trusted for a little start, yeah. Not for Nottingham Forest, Southampton at home.
Yeah.
Good use of the squad because the the Kulusevski injuries, man. It's not like he's injury prone, but he keeps like missing not significant chunks, but like little extended
Games.
periods like out of the team, which is
You want to know
annoying.
the man? This is the reals.
A year.
All it is that Kulusevski is our first team player, and we didn't know. Like, we didn't look at him to be as important as Kane, as important as Son, i.e., when their man ain't in the team, probably at L. Probably it's not good. That's the reality. That's all it
Complimentary, yeah.
Like, man, because he's 22, he just got here. His name wasn't really popping. Man, ain't the level of expectation isn't there. But when you go look at the stats, the goals and the assists,
he needs his respect. He's yeah.
Tell you that he's a.
Where's Jed Spence, Scorch? Where's Jed Spence?
Well, I feel he's outside. I heard he's going to Nottingham Forest on loan. Hopefully that'll be good for him.
Zamel asked that question. I just thought I'd shout it out.
It's a bit strange, man, that whole thing. But Conte said it from the start. From when Conte said he's a club signing, I think that cast the die for Jed Spence this season, which is a shame because he's very exciting, had a good run last year. But yeah, hopefully he gets some playing time, man.
Why are none of you lot talking to me about Pape Matasar? Because this guy here, my brethren, so-called Jess, loves to tell everybody that Skip is shit. Skip is not good. Skip is the new Harry Winks. And I want to argue with him, but because I got a brain, I don't. Yeah? But Matasar, Jesmenia.
I haven't seen enough. I'm all about sample size. You see me? You guys call me this wrong and strong guy, yeah? Oh, Jesse just says things, yeah? I'm all about sample size, things that are quantifiable. Yeah,
Fam, he played the whole season last year for Mets and got relegated. That's it. There you go.
Palace are a weird team, by the way, this year. Very weird team.
Man.
Not sure I'm totally convinced. I also said I think start of the season for a player who would possibly underperform or not reach the heady heights. Elise. I love him. Like I think his ceiling's so high, but consistency, not sure.
He looks good though. Like you see his hair, and he's got the long socks.
Yeah. When you dye it,
and he wears nice colored boots.
Stud roll over the ball.
Yeah, and he does something with his hand when he turns, like when he cuts in, like it looks a bit alright. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Justin.
So SB on that.
Yeah.
But
bar that, yeah. Whenever anyone's been saying anything about this Elise guy, I've just been.
Yeah, you know what Elise is? Elise is a player that I really like.
He's good. Like he's alright. He's at the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's at the right place.
You know what it is with Elise? He could like go to a club, and it's just timing, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
he could easily like go to a club and kind of look like the way Rafinha's kind of looking today.
Bleeding.
Probably at a lower level as well. Rafinha chips in with more goals.
Elise or Eze from the best RC?
I've been saying to you, like, I'm not this Eze. Like, I like Eze. I'm on the like Eze shout, but people talk like Eze's done different things.
Yeah, man. They're all at the right club. Gay, Zaha. What's the other guy?
Mateta. You got
Ayew. They're all at the right club. All of them are like you got Schlupp playing centre midfield. Like when I saw Spurs fans, like I saw them worrying about Crystal Palace away. I was like, yeah, I get it because obviously the form Spurs was in. But when you actually deep it, bro, you're coming against Ayew up front. That whenever he will get a chance, he's not gonna pass it. Like he's gonna miss as well when he gets that chance too. You got Schlupp in centre midfield. Schlupp. Like I think Schlupp's a decent left back. Like 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Winner as well, man.
But Schlupp in centre midfield is like
Zaha in centre midfield.
Yeah, it's like it's like things. So I'm not gonna say I wasn't surprised, but 4-0 was a very good result. But Palace, like you said, Walks, they're a bit
hard to judge this season.
Hit and miss this year.
Yeah.
I think when you go with when you got such a young team, that's how it's gonna look. I think. Do you know who I think is like he's got something so sick about his game? You see that Anderson boy. You see his ping.
No, Anderson messed.
Wow, he's got the best ping in
He's
the
got the
league.
diag. Yeah, he's got
I
a
seen him
diag.
even
The diag
shooting.
is-
He was
bro.
even shooting yesterday.
Do you know how much the left footer had Lloris in all kinds of problems?
Mm-hmm.
You see Anderson, yeah. Do you know what he does? Like he don't look for the run. He puts the ball in a spot that's blessed for the guy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both running side by side. It's coming down.
Yeah.
His
Nah,
ping
he's
crazy.
satellite thing. It's crazy. Jess, go back to that Sasuga's resolve. He said, "Bless up. I love you guys, but I started watching Stoppage Time with Cams and Fuad. I'll be back, bro." I've never experienced heartbreak in my life looking like this, but that is probably as close as we'll get.
I'll be honest. If I wasn't doing the stream, I'd be watching them as well.
Oh, cool. All right, take care.
Okay, cheers.
What about Zaha though? Ooh, it seems like we've been in the same place with Zaha for maybe like 4 or 5 years. Where does he stay? Will he always stay at Crystal Palace? Does he get the move to Arsenal, to Spurs? I'm almost at the point where I think I'm over talking about it, and I think he probably sees his days out at Crystal Palace.
Same.
I'm not sure people will be circling the block to come in for Zaha right now.
You say that,
That's just
but
how I feel.
like, don't you think he just needs to go into Milan or Roma? Just go there.
Is there a big clamour for him in those places? I don't know, man.
Walks. You've seen Chris Smalling at 33.
Resurrection. Yeah.
Maitland-Niles didn't so much, but
No, it's not for everyone. But no, I just haven't seen anything, man. Like, no talk. Usually there's always, the contract's running down, yada, yada, yada. Nothing. It's quiet.
Would you take
it's a bit of a
Zaha
shame.
at United?
again,
No.
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 on my days, the man said Schlupp was never decent and Bolo-esque baller. Fuck.
That's the centre mid.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
Oh,
A man's comparing a centre mid to Mbolo. That's telling me bad things about the centre mid.
Real.
you know who's centre mid Schlupp could play in though, right now.
You're
Everton.
gonna say your enemies, your arch enemies. You're gonna say
Everton and Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. We haven't spoken about Liverpool, man.
Liverpool.
I know we're on a tight schedule, but yeah, that Liverpool, what would you call it? Capitulation to a Tony-less Brentford was something.
It was a great watch.
I put on Instagram something that was said by the great Italian Arrigo Sacchi, and I was slaughtered for it by one guy. Sorry, one sec, just checking. So my computer's doing a
Probably
lot of
because you called him Sachi.
What's his name?
Don't know,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Chris. I'm lost. But basically, I said that I put up a statement that Arrigo Sacchi made back in February. He's saying that Liverpool don't have a single world-class player, but they play with rhythm and intensity. At the time, I thought this guy was wrong, but then I realized that he's maybe right. And when Liverpool stopped playing with their rhythm and intensity, and without their world-class players, we started to see that that they're not really. Yeah, we start to see the blood. They're bleeding. So
Hey, when you actually think about it, yeah, man's got no rhythm, not many world-class players,
mm-hmm.
and then the ones you do have, they're not in form.
Mm-hmm.
What do man expect? This is the Premier League, bro. What do you want? Like, you want to just walk this thing?
They got Darwin, innit?
Wait, can somebody explain to me, yeah? Can someone please, if you can, yeah? Can you name another striker, yeah, to miss so much and so bad and still have so much goals?
No, I can't think of one that misses as many as him, man.
Because he's dragging it on a joke thing now. Like,
the XG is crazy. He's just underperforming. XG, it's weird. It's odd. He's missed more big chances than anyone in the Prem, and I think Salah was probably second to him. I think.
I was gonna stun you and say, yeah, his big dog is second.
Yeah.
Like, you see the goal that Kane scored yesterday, yeah? Like,
first or second?
You see that angle? That's the specific angle that Darwin gives a throw in away.
Yeah.
Not even a goal kick.
He does it with. It's weird. Like, you man know I like Darwin, but he does it with both feet.
Yeah, the drag is.
He drags it with his right, like he's left footed.
He's a drag queen.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely hits them. Yeah, like it's his weaker foot, but it's actually his stronger foot. But yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Top four probably out the window for Liverpool. After that, would we say, or am I jumping out the window? Van Dijk looks like he's out, but it's probably not the biggest loss.
The thing is, the reason why I say top four is out of the way for Liverpool, not just based on that result, but based on the fact that their trajectory doesn't say top four. Their trajectory says
a bummy little win against Leicester.
Yeah, this is doing very much this. I know they've got a lot of players to come back, but I think
trying to sign Nunes from Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's talking about the whole Sadio Mane thing and him going, but we're not really talking about the Genie Wijnaldum departure as well, because I think that's the one that's really hurt them the most.
And they didn't replace him. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. They did replace Gigi with Thiago, which is not really.
It's a different style, isn't it? Yeah,
it's a
they're
different
trying to
style
do
of
the
player.
Control thing, but I don't know if it's enough. But
Thiago,
no one expected Fabinho to fall off like he's fallen off either. I never predicted that fall off.
Yeah, Thiago's style of play was never going to suit Liverpool. He hasn't been a player to thrive in a high intensity. When I think of Liverpool, I think of Andy Robertson and Jordan Henderson just running at full pelt, trying to get that ball back at all costs. Yeah, that's not Thiago. Like Klopp himself. Back at Dortmund, I remember he used to say, or was it when he came to Liverpool? He said that famous phrase that he prefers rock and roll. I think he was talking about Wenger. He's like, Wenger likes classical music. I prefer rock and roll. Thiago Silva is the epitome of classical music in slow jams. Bobby V.
Yes, I got something though, Jess. I got something though. But listen to this though, yeah. Do you know what I reckon the thinking probably was? Like, everything you're saying makes 100% sense, yeah?
Oh shit!
Until you realise that flipping Guardiola did that with Thiago in Germany already. So in reality, like, that's probably what Klopp's tried to do.
Yeah, Thiago did it at Bayern as well. Just before he left, he won the Champions League. People said he was the best centre mid in the world. I don't know, man. Him and Fabinho were starting to get it together, but the fall off from Fabinho doesn't help, man. Like, and to be fair, Thiago played last year, and they missed out on the league by 1 point. So I don't know, man. I think it's overplayed, the Thiago element of it. I think a lot of it is just it's took really. Harvey Elliott, I like him a lot. I don't think
that's the problem.
I don't think he's cut out to be a midfielder just yet in the Prem.
No, can we have a chat? Can we have a chat about that? Because
I've got some things to say about that.
Talking about Thiago and there's fucking Harvey Elliott in midfield on a
starting games. Yeah.
What are you lot on about? Harvey Elliott.
It's like
Carvalho starting games is peak.
No, the Ox. What's the Ox doing on TV?
Out playing left wing. Yeah. Gakpo needs to speed.
See, whenever like fans are saying, "Oh yeah, my team's got to sign players. We've got to sign players." Listen, it's not just about having good players. We've seen it before with Galactical teams, PSG, Real Madrid, even Chelsea. United, Chelsea. Yeah, like United to a lesser degree, but like it's not just about signing players. You got to have the right balance of players, and I think that's what Liverpool had for a very long time. They had the perfect balance of players that just works together from front to back. So, and when Liverpool signed Carvalho from Fulham, I said, yeah, he's good, but I'm not sure if he's going to be the one. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be the one because it's about the balance. And he worked for Fulham, but he's I know he scored for Liverpool, but he hasn't looked like someone that's going to come in and change things. And it's the same with Harvey Elliott and the
No, do
Curtis
you know what
Jones.
they look like lit, exciting prospects that did well in the champ.
Yeah. And now they're
literally.
here playing Prem for
yeah.
Liverpool. It's a bit
Yeah.
mad.
No, Champions League.
Yeah. Sorry. Champions League as
Yeah.
well, away from home.
Big
Yeah,
games.
that's what the problem is here. The problem is there's Championship youth prospects playing alongside elite world class footballers that have won it all, and they're dragging them down. That's what's going on.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, Van
not
Dijk
really
looks like he's going to be
complicated.
out for time now as well. So Konate's going to get a run, but Konate had probably his worst game I've seen from him in the Prem, and this is the day after Scorch and I were bigging up and saying he had to play. Commentator's curse.
Dan, why was he sliding on his knees backwards?
It was bad. And Boomer, one of my former one to watches made mincemeat of him. So
He's
bad
good.
in the rain.
He's good.
Yeah.
Fam, he was moving, like he was celebrating a goal. Do you know how he was sliding? He was sliding like when Chiesa cleared the table.
A bit of lean back.
But the match is in play and his man scoring in the goal. Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Dark day. He'll bounce.
Guys,
But Konate, I want you to know, Konate, I'm making you know. See me, I'm still with you and I'm risking my shout on you.
Oh yeah. I'm here. I stood strong. Posted that video of Oscar and Ham because I believe that he will come good.
He's gonna let Walks. I'm just want to let you know though, yeah. I'm just gonna let you know from now.
There's
He's
more.
gonna let us down again.
Yeah. He's a young CB, man. He's a young CB.
Fam, his brethren is Upamecano. That even might be his OG. That might be.
It is, isn't it? In the Leipzig thing, that was his OG, isn't it?
Yeah, he got to move.
That's his older.
Yeah,
Got to move first.
guys, before we wrap this up, since we're in Merseyside, let's stay there and talk about Super Frank Lampard.
The bleed.
Poor Frank.
The bleed. You just cannot.
Before we do just
one win in 10. So
that Matomo guy for Brighton is very good.
Unbelievable.
Like the way he's cut in and left two men on the floor, and then he just slapped it in. I just said, "Fuck."
SB, he's not slapping it though. He's passing the ball.
Guys, I'm gonna stun all of you.
Go on.
Matomo's not that good.
Ah.
There's a thing in football. Yeah, Dan, shake it as much as you like. There's a thing in football called the unknown quantity.
Oh, I knew you was gonna say. I thought he was gonna say the element of surprise.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Is it the same thing? Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. Element of surprise, unknown quantity.
Yeah, bro,
like once he's not good, like he's just okay.
He's
right?
He's not.
He's just okay.
Man. He's not.
He's
Bro,
just okay.
he was playing union football like 2 years ago. Like he's mad.
Keep interrupting me. It's fine. I'll wait for you guys to finish.
No, but it's based on fact. Fact has to come over feeling, surely.
Your interrupting is based on facts. Still rude. But anyways, as I was saying, he's unknown quantity, and once people learn his game, that same cutting isn't going to work, guys. And
you said this to me about Kulusevski, and now you bred him. Don't do that.
He's gonna do the same anyways.
Against Arsenal, he's got variation. Like
he scored against Arsenal.
Stop trying to be sensational.
Yeah. Give it a rest.
I know you like him. I know you like him. How about this? I know you like him, and I know you can see his quality, and I know you wouldn't even mind him at Arsenal.
You would definitely like him at Arsenal.
You wouldn't even mind him. You wouldn't even mind him at Arsenal.
Can I ever make my point? Or we're gonna keep doing this? So as I was saying, we're now in January. Come end of March, April, towards the end of the season, his numbers are going to go down because he will be found out, guys. Simple as that. Just want to get out there. You guys
don't know about De Zerbi, does he?
Not a clue. Out of his depth.
6,000 shots on the rain on the goal.
Just say wrong, Zamel. Just say
wrong and strong, man.
Yeah, look, that's the difference between De Zerbi and Potter. You weren't getting this. The XG is getting tucked now. These men ain't wasting their chances like that. It's beautiful.
Who's the Georgian guy at Napoli?
Kavica.
That's Scorch's guy. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, they had a big game yesterday where Lukaku stuff still bouncing off him, but that's not my problem anymore.
I've seen that.
Hey, Frank. What, does he
Frank.
stay in the job? Does he stay in the
Guys,
job?
Frank Lampard, we are
I heard
gonna
they don't
get
have the
onto-
money. They don't have the money to get rid of him.
My computer is doing a lot of things, yeah.
That
I
doesn't-
cannot get the
So
banners up for some
surely,
reason.
surely you get in Sean Dyche on the IOU thing.
Sean Badach is a better manager than Lampard, so I feel
But
like
Dan, why are you saying it like that? He's a much better manager than Lampard.
Yeah.
because it's like a consideration. On the radio the other day, they were talking like, do you think like get Sean Dyche in? He kept Burnley in the Prem forever. Then he went and they went down. Like it's ridiculous. Got him into like Europe. Like, what's going on, man? Frank needs to go. One win in 10. Cody and Tarkowski, who I like that pairing. Not at the
Dan,
races.
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to do it.
I'm gonna cash my stocks in on that centre back partnership, and that is off the back of Godfrey pocketing Haaland. I know Haaland scored, and getting into his head, and then he gets put on the bench for a game at home to Brighton after he's played his best game for Everton. So I need that centre back partnership to be torn up, and I'm out.
All right, cool.
Did you see Guy yesterday? That was the one I was really, really disappointed in yesterday. I always say, yeah, like he's a decent little player, Idrissi. And then I saw him yesterday and I was just thinking,
And you know, sometimes SB, you see those, you think, oh, he's playing it back to, he's trying to do this. The angle that he passed it back to
was crazy.
It's a bit-
They might get relegated. Like, sorry, Scorch. I keep hearing Everton fans saying, "Oh yeah, like this is the year." I actually think this might be the year for them to actually go down.
What catch? Oh,
Yeah. They're in the relegation right now.
Scorcher, don't do that, please.
I don't know how they.
Don't do that, Scorcher.
How did they get the
Yes.
win? Rondon's gone now.
Can't blame him. anymore.
SB, I can't believe that. I can't believe you were trying to find how they're gonna win, and you said Rondon.
I was gonna let me think like Czech Tosin's gone now.
I see Czech
Calvert-Lewin's-
Tosin scoring the other day somewhere, by the way.
Calvert-Lewin's injured like every single second that he comes on the pitch. It's like, what's going to happen there? Gordon, I don't know where Gordon is. It's like, you got McNeil. How much did they give Burnley for McNeil?
Yes.
I think it was
No,
decent.
but you not told me McNeil's decent. I'm sure you did.
I did. I definitely
guy.
said that. I definitely said that, yeah.
Coach,
This is why I hate you sometimes.
He was the paprika in the salt and pepper mix that Burnley have been cooking up for ages, man.
Yeah, but Walks, I need you to understand this. This is what they don't tell you. If you read the back of All Purpose, it's got paprika in. Not sick.
yeah.
It's not sick.
Yeah, that is. He's not the answer, man. I think Lampard's out of his depth. One win in 10 games, something like that.
Wait, if you stepped at Everton at the bottom of the league, but he didn't get promoted from the champ.
There's no place left for a minute. He's in that in-betweeners league.
Gerrard.
Worse than that.
He needs to do what Eddie Howe done and go and watch Diego Simeone for a little bit and build back.
This is what I said about Gerrard. Everyone's saying no, he's managed in the Prem now. It's too much. Bro, these lot have work to do.
A lot.
So much to do.
Gerrard is like taking a piss. He's shit. Like, I'm gonna say that. I haven't said
More silverware than our boy Frank, man.
blood. He's terrible,
Poor
Gerrard.
Frank, man.
Scorcher.
Yeah.
For once, I've got to agree with you. Yeah, he's a terrible, terrible manager. You cannot use your reputation, and Istanbul 2005 to win games as a manager. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that.
The Gerrard effect. He signed Coutinho. He's gonna bring loads of like big players in. Like
Coutinho's been bleeding out, bro.
Wendy season anyway, right?
Lampard does a similar thing though. He was finessing me with the tracksuit.
Yeah, the smart interviews as well because he's media trained from the football Scorch, and he's been at all the highest games and stuff.
He's one of the only players with like 10 GCSEs as well.
Yeah, like he knows how to talk to us, so he's been zanging us in the interviews for time. But Frank,
Blood,
it's your fault, mate.
you know Frank, yeah? Sometimes I see him like sometimes I see the interviews, yeah, and I get what you're saying this week. I feel like he knows like he's
The
seen,
right things.
he
to
just
say.
knows what to say all the time. He's perfect.
Yeah,
Like
he's perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Gerrard's
yes,
not
man.
perfect though, by the
But
way.
he's not perfect once the team starts to play. Yeah. Once the whistle blows, it's a bit unperfect.
Yeah. All right, chaps.
Fellas,
Guys, this has been a memorable stream.
one for the ages, man.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please like, share, and
Look at
subscribe.
that, Alex Bates, yeah. Ari Goldboss as well has been with us from the start. I remember the name. But Alex Bates, love that accountability. Streets need it. Streets need it.
Oh yeah,
Right, chap.
just let me do more of
God
the
bless.
hard work. Yeah.
Ciao.
Guys,
Right,
thank you
chaps.
for tuning in. We're out. We'll see you guys
That was a
tomorrow.
great
Guys.
Champions League replay, final replay. Cheers.
Peace.
Gaff is
Deuces.
blessed.
Wait, hold on, guys. I can't end this stream because my laptop's not working.
Love it. We're here forever.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm just got to shut down my
God
computer.
bless,
Fuck.
God bless. Fellas, next time.
Fuck.
Peace.
Or we could just, just like extra time. We're into.
Yeah, extra time.
This is like the World Cup.
ESPN, you know they do the ESPN extra time.
Yeah. Do you have
Check if there's what's the comment?
Gio Reyna?
Yeah, with the mum and the how she obviously I don't condone any sort of domestic violence at all. But why has the mum started to springing out domestic violence claims
Was it from 20 years
20,
ago?
30 years, 30 years ago when you was in university?
She weaponized it. Yeah, you shouldn't do
Because your
that, man.
son wasn't playing at the World. That's typical American USMNT.
If you're gonna speak about it when it happens, man. You can't keep that in the
30
tuck.
years.
Yeah, it's poor, man. And Gio Reyna, he fucked it up. Well, Claudio Reyna and Mrs. Reyna fucked it up for your son. No one's gonna trust him now moving forward. It's weird.
That,
It's very, very
that is
weird.
crazy. That is very crazy. What other comments did we have in there? What a treat. Just remembered Liverpool signed Arthur. Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
Oh god. Supposedly, yeah, they're saying he's gonna be ready for the next section or the running. I'm not sure what Arthur brings, man.
No.
Where does he really go if he's relegated?
Someone said, oh my god, that deep Ashley Cole is a coach at Everton. Fuck. They're doomed.
It's big trouble, man. We're in big trouble there. Yeah, America turned football into a Netflix drama. Yeah, it's going to make a good film, and it's going to be just in time for World